All right, everybody. This week we get into looking at our experiences. How do we react to them? What do we get out of them? How do we grow from them? And stay tuned because you're going to see a really, really cute little baby kitty. All right, enjoy.
We're shedding our masks and breaking down walls. Hell, we may even drop our drawers. That's right. We're going commando with Angela and Dana. Hi, my name is Dana Sardano, and this is Angela DeMarco, and we are Going Commando. Going Commando is a little show that we put together because we understand the importance of authenticity, and we understand the importance of being who you are, bringing it to the world, embracing it. And yeah. And we're doing that, and we're hoping by doing so, we give you permission to do the same. So thank you for joining us, and good morning, Miss Angela.
Good morning, Dana. It's funny because we had Easter weekend and we hardly had time to talk and we haven't shared our stories yet. So who knows what's going to come out. So we decided to record and instead of doing our preamble, we'll see what happens here. There was one thing I was thinking about for our new people watching our show. Dana and I are the co-founders of Phenom Publishing. And we put this show together, yes, to tell our stories, but really to talk about the work that we do as humans, like as human beings, and based on a lot of books Dana's written or that I've written. And our books are all about sharing these authentic stories about ourselves, the good, the bad, the ugly, though not so pretty, like all of it. And they're in our books. And we hope that like, when you can listen to our experiences and be like, I had a similar situation. It gives you a new perspective on yours and helps you work through your stuff. So that's really what we're all about. So besides our show, hitting subscribe, hitting the notification bell so you know when we do new episodes, because we're in a new season now, season 8. Please also go to phenom-publishing.com and subscribe to the Phenom Readers Club. We send 2 emails a month. It's totally free. We have offers, but it's all about our books and a continuation of this work and the stories. So I just wanted to throw that out there for the newbies. Thanks for watching.
Oh, no. My looking away was like, oh my God, what were we talking about today? Like I completely had a moment of, fuck, why am I even here? Yeah. So that was me having a meltdown while you were looking all cute and shiny. And, and two, like everything you were saying, like helping people find where we are and where to go. We just want you to know we really appreciate you being here. I have a cat in my office. I'm like, what's that noise? We really appreciate you being here. The one thing that both Angela and I learned over the years is that when we really stepped into our own trueness without apology and embraced that, we're not for everybody. I joked with my husband when I first started dating him that of all the ice cream flavors, I'm Bear Claw. Because I could be dark, a little nutty. I'm not for everybody, but I'm certainly not lemon sherbet. So we know we're not for everybody, but for those of you who we are for, we see you too, and we appreciate you, and thank you. So smash that bell. So thank you for being here, and if you want to see more of this, like and subscribe. With that said, today's episode. Yeah.
Hold on. Before we get into today's episode, we have to explain the little muse. Can you show us a mew?
Oh, let me.
So Dana is fostering 5 baby kitties until they're ready to get their hello.
This is, by the way, this is for my thumbnail. You ready? Oh, wait, I'll do another one. Okay. So this is posh, by the way.
Oh, posh. So they're Dana's fostering kitties till they're ready to get their spayed and neutered with the furry friends, right? Is that who you're working
furry
with?
Friends. Yeah, and then to go up for adoption. And that is why I'm so glistening and sweaty, because my window's open because it smells like a freaking kennel in here. Oh my God, they're all like, and I'm like, all right, let me get this good.
Oh, you're so cute.
Hey, kitty, let me wipe your butt. Oh, kitty. But yeah, so they're super cute. So, okay, yeah, so that's what the mews are. That's what the sweaty is. That's what the smell is. But fortunately, you don't have to be a part of that. Okay, why are we here today? Excuse me.
Okay, 2 minutes in.
Okay.
All right, we're good, guys. All right. Told you it's going to be off the rails a little bit.
A little bit. So last week we talked about, what did we talk about last week?
Well, we're in season 8, and we're talking about your latest book in the the final book of the 10 Rex trilogy, The
Yes,
Woo Is
yes.
You. And so we're kind of just going through all the concepts of that
Yep.
book, and we're going to be shooting the shit about it for this whole season. So last week was our
Yes.
first episode of this new season, and we talked about
Shit happening. So
shit
shit
happening.
happening, and it's really about what we do when that shit happens. So this week is an extension of that, and we're talking about how every experience, and you'll hear me say this all the time: the good, the bad, the ugly, is an opportunity for growth, and it's how we receive the experience, respond to the experience, really dictates our growth and what we glean from it, the gratitude, the tolerance, the non-judgment, the respect, all of those things. So we're going to get into that a little bit today. And I know, Angela, I don't know if this is a story that you'll choose to share, but I know you have a recent story that really embodies that, as do I. So I was really excited to have this conversation today. So I'm shooting it over to you.
Oh my God, you're throwing me out there, huh?
Yeah. Well, listen, it could be anything. You have every day is a new one. So the one I'm thinking
It's
doesn't
true.
necessarily have to be the one.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about that in a second, but I actually I've been working through something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's very relative to all of this, and we were talking about it. I have been working through being at peace with my circumstances and feeling comfortable with my circumstances and allowing whatever to happen, right? Instead of panicking. And just the metaphor I keep putting in my mind is you're in an elevator and the elevator gets stuck between floors. There's two people in the elevator. And you call the bell and they say, "Yeah, we're working on it. You guys are fine. It's going to take about a half hour, but we've got the mechanic coming," right? And you've got one person who has claustrophobia, who's panicking, who can't breathe, who's freaking out. The cell phone's not working and they're just in a panic. And your other person is like, "Well, might as well get myself comfortable," sits down, relaxes, looks at the paneling, thinks about life. And both are in the same situation. You know if someone's coming to fix you and help you. You know you're safe. It's just how you choose to experience that moment. And if you're in the panic, why am I having a panic? Why can't I relax? What's going on? Right. And it's just like, so I'm learning to be the calm in the situation.
Oh,
That's what
good
I'm
for
doing right
you.
now.
Good for
It's
you.
and it's a game changer. It's a game changer because I had a full on panic on Friday, as you all know, about a particular circumstance, and I had like I couldn't breathe, like I was really nervous, and you were like, "Okay, let's really talk logistics. Let's really talk what's
Logistics.
really
Yeah.
going on here, right? Like let's put it in like brass tacks. Okay, so here's the situation. If nothing happens by this date, you're blah blah blah." And it was like, okay, so I have a little more breathing room. So how can I sit in this moment? How can I sit in this elevator calmly, knowing that it's going to be okay? I'm doing everything I can in the moment to be at peace. And that has shifted a lot of stuff for me because I was in a panic, and that panic keeps stuff from happening because you're like, "Da, da, 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 I got to control the situation." Da, 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 da. And
Yeah.
and it was interesting. I got a message. I won't go into specifics, but the thing that we were talking about, I got a message from an old friend. And it my reaction to it was like, "Oh, look at that." And
Took you long enough. No,
I
just
know,
kidding.
no, and
I'm totally kidding.
I know you're right though, but like I was kind of wronged by this person, right? Like it ended, like there was no, and he was apologizing, so that was really nice. Like it was really nice. It was I didn't know it was coming. It didn't affect me. Yes, it didn't make me like feel elated. Didn't make me feel vindictive. Like I felt that,
Yeah.
like I felt like, oh, cool, water under the bridge. We're good. And it was so interesting the way I responded to it because had it happened 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago,
Yeah.
closer to the thing 1 month ago, 1 month after it happened.
Yeah. 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 I talk about this in the Woo Is You, a matter of fact, by now. But I talk about I go through the aspects of self based on our level of development and how they build on each other. Just to be specific, your level of safety and security will always come before passion and creativity, which comes before identity, which comes before, if you get my gist, and they build on each other. And when I was all the way up to discernment, which is like 5 levels up, right? When I was 6, I think, when I was up to discernment, my level or our level of discernment cannot be on point until these other levels are brought into balance, right? You can't be discerning if you have a closed heart, if you have a level of judgment, right? So what's happening with you is every time you bring those imbalances, and again, they don't have to be incredibly imbalanced. They could be off a little bit back into balance. All of a sudden that just comes, oh, I'm not going to judge you. Oh, I'm going to have compassion. You can do that because you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel grounded. It's such an amazing, building. We're building ourselves. Many of us are rebuilding ourselves. Many of us are doing demolition and then coming in with we're bringing in the new blocks and rebuilding. But
it's demo day.
Yay. But do you mind? Do you mind if I share a story? Because
Please.
I am different. I am changed. So I'm going to, just because not all of it is my story to tell, I'm going to be vague about some things, and it's just out of respect for the other parties, not because I'm withholding anything. So my 14-year-old daughter, who has a congenital heart defect, has been getting into things that aren't for her health. They aren't for her best and highest good. And it's subtle, but it exists. And last Tuesday, she collapsed in front of me before we were leaving to go to school, and it was traumatic beyond, right? And in that moment, you handle it. You call my husband. Okay, we're going to go to the ER. We're going to do her thing or whatever. We're going to figure out the details behind the collapse and all of those things. And in that experience, I found out, like I said, she was into things that weren't for her best. Kitty, meow, meow. And things weren't for her best. When we were in the emergency room, for 5-6 hours, easy. And there was a lot of vulnerability, a lot of conversation, those things. 2 things happened that were, I would call miraculous, because they were life-changing for the both of us. The first was the night before my daughter collapsed. She was feeling really terrible about some of the things that she was getting into, and actually woke up in the middle of the night in angst, in a panic, and started praying to God, please, please help me. And the next morning she collapsed in front of me, which is the greatest gift. And that's what we're talking about. Everything's an opportunity, good, bad, ugly. Collapsed in front of me. She could have collapsed on the school bus. She could have collapsed at school. She could have collapsed on the way to the school bus, got herself up. Like, it could have not been dangerous. And I wouldn't have had the urgency to act, because when I saw it, when it was right in front of my eyes, I acted, and I was able to get to the bottom of something. So we were able to work together and affect change. It was such a beautiful day. As the day progressed and there's more conversation and more things unfolding, we were able to make changes, talk about moving forward. We were able to have it was such a beautiful experience that could have gone in a completely different direction if I didn't have the discernment, right? If I didn't have the clarity, and if she didn't have the openness, because she, 14 years old, understood that her prayer was what led to this. She was able to make that connect. And because we understood that, we were able to grow from it. Well, so that's the first one. And this was a big deal. While we were there, I don't know anybody who's familiar with how the hospitals work. Usually a pastor or a priest walks from room to room and, says their thing and offers solace or whatever. And Pastor Bob walks in, and he's exactly how you would envision it. Blazer, total Midwest looking guy, a little bit of an accent. I'm in Stuart, Florida, and an older guy. So fucking lovely, this guy. I'm still talking about him. It's a week later. You don't understand. He's changed my life. Yesterday, Anne Marie was here for Easter, and I was like, let me tell you about Pastor Bob. Fucking love this guy. So he comes in and he's like, do you mind if I say a prayer for you? And I was sitting at the edge of the bed and I held her hand. And when he started talking, my daughter lost her shit. And I started to cry. And he was so lovely and he was so beautiful. But here is where my life changed. He started praying and talking about very specific things to the religion. Things that would, and I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to be straight up, that would have given me the ick before. I'm like, okay. All right, Pastor Bob, yeah, down on the cross for sins, okay. I would have been like that. But there was such tremendous Christ consciousness coming from this man. There was such a pure... There was such a purity of his soul. He was so kind and he was so sincere and genuine and he meant it. And he said such beautiful things to her that were life changing for her. He connected with her in such a way. And when he left, it was like a friggin' angel walked in the room. Like it was like if Jesus walked in himself and was like, here's your sign. You got to make some changes, you know? And all I could do was think about this guy and understand that even as discerning as I think I am, I have to put my judgments in check. Just because he has a different belief system than me doesn't mean that he's not pure of heart. And like I said, carry this consciousness and have this, the depth of this spirit in the soul, to the point that I'm going to contact the hospital today, find him and speak to him myself and thank him, because the experience was life changing for both of us. So like all of this to say, every opportunity that we were there because my daughter collapsed. Turns out there's nothing wrong with her. That collapse was a gift, a gift for us. And they did every fucking test. They did the CAT scan.
Every test.
Oh my God, they did everything. Oh, she hit her head on the wall. Let's do a CAT scan. They're like, what's wrong with her up here? Oh my God, she fell when she was 4. So they did everything. Called her cardiologist like 3 times. Like it was like a thing. And the gift was that we had that experience together, the timing of it, the divine intervention, and fucking the Catalina fucking Pastor Bob. It was amazing. And I'm sweating my. Okay. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I'm not the same. Like my perspective has expanded in a way that I always thought that I saw the beauty in all things. A whole new layer of it. Is really,
and she's
really
not the
beautiful.
same either. She knows that her prayers were answered. And wasn't she like, did it have to be that crazy, right? Like, wasn't she like...
So we're in the car. So here's what's really, really cool. We're in the car because we went to urgent care and they're like, no, you got to go to the ER. So she got up and walked out of here. So again, there was gratitude in that. And she got up and she walked out and it wasn't like a stretcher or whatever. So we're driving there and I'm in the car in my head thinking, oh my God, thank you for letting me be there. Like I'm doing the whole, and she's in the back going, you know, when I said I wanted help, like I didn't mean this. Like she was like, you know, it didn't have to be like this, you know? So it was really funny how we both understood that this was an orchestration of sorts in order to give us an opportunity to look at something that needed to be looked at. And I have it written down. Every experience, good, bad, ugly, is an opportunity for growth. When we understand that experience could have gone a whole different direction, but because we have this understanding, it was beautiful. And to the point where I'm talking about it a week later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Oh my God. That experience, it was life-changing. It was life-changing. And one little thing could have sent it in a different direction. One little reaction, you getting mad at her.
I getting mad for her behavior.
Yeah. Like anything could have sent that. But it was like, she knew that she was loved, supported, no matter what, that she's got you and Rob by her side, no matter what. And she's safe, no matter what. And she got the help she needed. Like in seconds. Like it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing the way it works when we have that like awareness.
That awareness. Yep.
Ooh, yeah. It's because I had so many experiences that have come my way and I reacted in ways that I would like not be proud of after. A tantrum from Christian, me not handling it well and tantruming back, you know, as opposed to, and then I learned to not beat myself up over it, but try to do it different next time. Okay, I did it a little bit better next time. I'm more aware. And it's like practice. It's practice. And now like when he freaks out, like, and he cries or whatever is going on, I'm handling it much differently. Your cats are meowing. Mine are playing with something over there. I'm sorry for any noise.
They're not meowing. They're tearing the place down. Oh my God, there's like a pile of
pile of kitties.
Pile of kitties. So just to bring it full circle. So when the one thing that I learned this years ago and it always stuck with me, when you try to release a habit or a circumstance or the energy of something old, you have to consciously bring in what you want. Otherwise, there's space for anything to fall in. Sort of like when you dig a hole. If you don't put something in the hole, the dirt will pour in. So that's what the thing I'm talking to her about. You know what I mean? You need to change your habits. Well, let's find you a part-time job. She's still young, but a part-time job. Let's, volunteer somewhere, get a hobby. So that is why we are fostering now 5 kittens. It happened like overnight. I'm like, we're going to foster kittens. You're going to have something to care about. You're going to have something to take care of. So now they're in my office freaks. I'm sweating my ass off.
It's all worth it. Yaya's taking care of kitties. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna try this new thing. We had a weird sign off last time, but we're gonna
Yeah.
close our episodes with a nug from Dana. And then she's gonna take us out. But so before we go into Dana's nugs, I just want to say, thank you for being here, and please comment, please join us, please be a part of the conversation. Get the Woo Is You. You've cracked the code, the Woo Is You, at phenom-publishing.com.
I show
It's
you.
fantastic. Yep. Join. So please subscribe to the Phenom Readers Club. It's really like, Dana will write an editorial every month. We just have like cool offers and things that we do, but we really are just trying to find ways that we can connect with you guys. So join us and be a part of us. And I'm going to tell you to stay fresh, cheese bags, and turn it over to Dana for her nug.
Dana's nugs. So this whole episode talking about finding the beauty in things, and really it comes down to gratitude. And when you really break it down, gratitude is truly the key to getting what you want out of life. And, the way I look at it, we talked about how like Yaya's prayers were answered, right? How we got what we needed, how we're divinely supported, all of that. And there is a level of faith, but think about with your kids or with your colleagues or your friends or your significant other or whoever it is, when you do something for them and they're appreciative of it, and you get that feeling of satisfaction because they're appreciative. What do you want to do? Oh my God, all in, right? You want to do everything for them. So you don't think that works universally? When we have gratitude for all of it, for the breath that we breathe, for the life that we live, even when it is yucky, for the opportunities for growth, whatever is assisting us, whatever your belief system is, because I respect all beliefs, Pastor Bob, I love you. Whatever your belief system is, the universal support comes back at you tenfold. So just a reminder, gratitude is the key to getting what you want. All of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you for joining us, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Thanks for watching this episode of Going Commando with Angela and Dana, brought to you by Phenom Publishing. Phenom Publishing is humanity's go-to resource for personal evolution. Go to phenom-publishing.com to view the works that we've discussed in these episodes and to join the Phenom Readers Club, where we have special and exclusive offers and deals just for our subscribers. It's free and it's fantastic. See you on the inside.